10th edition news is rife now, so let's have a look at the rumours and what I think needs to happen for it to be a big success. Starting off, it's likely to be released between June and August 2023. The new edition box set is apparently Blood of Baal themed with Tyranids and Blood Angels. That's a shock at Space Marines, and I expect it to have generic kits in the box, just painted red, so as not to alienate people buying it. Tyranids will apparently get the Necron treatment with loads of model updates, some new Gaunts and Genestealer kits. Nice, but I've already got 1,000,000, so not amazing for existing players. A new type of Carnifex, which is nice because it's a new kit, but makes me sad as they'll obviously make this variant far stronger than existing Carnifexes, just so they can sell them. So my pile of Carnifexes has become a little bit redundant. I'll probably just be proxying them. Primaris Jump Pack Marines are an anticipated new kit, which is cool. And the big news in 10th is that Dark Angels will get a big refresh as well, and see Primarch Lionel Johnson returning. And finally for big news, the Deathcore Krieg will be getting their own book. That all sounds exciting, but for me, the biggest rumour is that GW are looking for 10th to be a reset. A reset makes sense, and it gives GW the ability to sort out damage creep. All the key problems like armour saves, invuns, feel no pains, AP, ignore AP, mortal wounds, auto wounding, ignore invuns, and now ignore invuns. There's no clear details of this, but it's likely that indexes will be brought back, like at the start of 8th. All armies playable from day one, and should be an excellently balanced time to play. This is a great way to level the playing field, but a few problems that I hope GW are mindful of. Tyranids and Space Marines will have their codices already, so will likely be most powerful for a while. If codices are dropped like they are in every other edition, then creep will be a thing, and some armies will be left on indexes for ages. GW must avoid the power creep we saw in 9th. Guard, who might be the last codex this edition, will maybe get 6 months play at best before it becomes obsolete. Save for the World Eaters and Angron, which is late 9th. Just another slap in the face for Guard. And funnily enough, the indexes are probably going to be a little bit like one-page rules. Hard resets are great for new players, and GW really wants to get more people into the game, a bit like they did in 8th. It is however jarring for existing players, and people who either love it or hate it. Here are some of the changes I think are needed in 40k. Keep the core rules and mechanics. The rules are actually good, and I hope they don't mess around with them too much. The rules are written to handle competitive play that makes them lengthy and complex. They should separate rules to play fun games versus tournament games, and maybe make a tournament add-on that you buy separately from the starter set. You keep the competitive elements as it is now, but reduce the barrier to entry. Add alternative activations. Seems pretty likely, especially with the success in AOS and 30k and all the skirmish games. Just keeps the game interactive and fun rather than 30 minutes of being on the receiving end of an alpha strike. Add reactions. A cool mechanic again, well received in AOS and 30k. This is the ability to have something to do in your opponent's turn and makes it really interactive. Reduce stratagems. Most people agree there are too many, so reducing to a small core set per faction makes a lot of sense. Reduce army-wide and turn-based special rules. Some single ability for each faction to keep the flavour, perhaps sub-faction differences, but certainly not the complicated stuff we've seen written in 9th. Now for some items on my wish list. I think they should reduce the terrain rules. There's just a little bit too much complexity there. A potentially controversial one here, add firing arcs for vehicles. I like the mechanic in 30k, but I never really played it in 7th when it was a thing. But I think it makes sense that vehicles of certain types are not able to just unload all the guns just because a millimetre of one wheel gets line of sight on something. Don't bring out supplement books that layer overpowered rules. It's an annoying money grab and just causes unbalance. Let's hope they avoid the cycle of releasing a new book and within 2 weeks, nerfing and changing it. If they plan the codices properly, they can try and avoid this. If you're liking any of my videos, don't forget to give them a thumbs up. And that was my roundup of what I think is going to happen in 10th. I wonder how close it's going to come. Let me know what you think. See you again soon. Bye.